Tonight, state capitals across the country are on alert, from Wisconsin to Texas to Washington State. More officers on patrol in Michigan.
Do you think that what happened here at the state capitol last year was a dress rehearsal for the attack on the U.S. Capitol?
I do.
State Senator Sylvia Santana has kept a bulletproof vest in her office ever since far-right extremists crowded into the Capitol here last April to protest COVID lockdown restrictions. There was no violence, but
I was scared for my life. I'm just going to be honest with you. When you have people who are sitting up in the gallery with AR-15s, that is very frightening for anyone who's trying to do their job.
Months later, several men would be indicted for an alleged plot to kidnap Michigan's governor.
No person may carry a firearm in the public.
On Monday, a commission banned open carry of firearms at the Michigan Capitol, though concealed carry is still allowed. Michigan's Attorney General said today, I repeat, the Michigan Capitol is not safe. Though mostly peaceful pro-Trump protests unfolded at state houses last week, online there's new chatter of armed marches by the anti-government pro-gun Boogaloo movement, which aims to provoke a second civil war.
If there's any type of disorder, we will have the reinforcements there.
Tonight, authorities here and across the country are concerned marches as early as this weekend could turn violent in buildings that are not as heavily fortified as the U.S. Capitol in Washington.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.